Mic check 1, 2. Anyway, my people, blessings and welcome. Microphone check 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check 1, 2. Blessings and welcome to those of you who are here for the first time. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you're on YouTube and if you're on the Blue app, aka Meta, aka Facebook. Please be sure to follow. All right, and like up the thing.
You're watching the Real Tingz Podcast. These are the real things, the real things, the real things. You don't know are the Real Tingz Podcast. Hey, yo!
All right, my people.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
In the meantime and between time, if you just join in, welcome. Officially, let me tell you, people, listen. If you're here for the first time and you have not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the Real Tingz Podcast. All right?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
And for those of you who are returning, don't think I've forgotten you for 1 second. No. I have not, and I will never, because your love, you don't know, say your love, without your love, I am nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing.
May I tell you? I'm telling you, people. Well, welcome for those of you who are joining on the Blue app. I mean, it's a new venture for us. Blessings and welcome. Please make sure to follow the channel. As I was saying prior, follow the channel. If you're here from the Blue app, don't be afraid. Welcome. It's an unconventional podcast. We do it different here. All right?
Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some loose shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to...
If you're into African stories, welcome to the real place. Yes, if you're into African village lifestyle content, welcome to the real place. All right, yes, so over yes, so it there. All right, so our niche for those of you, this is particularly, especially for those of you who are here for the first time, because you know these content will slide through people's timeline. It will actually slide to people's feed. You don't know what I'm saying. So if you're into African village content, I saw it there.
Fight to lose your grip and lose a gift. Oh.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
So over here we follow the African village YouTuber or the Kenyan YouTuber, Marwa. Those of you who know. Those of you who don't know, go get familiar.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind.
You see, we're not going to lose the mind over here, so right over here, so. We just vibes up. We don't lose the mind. Because when you lose the mind, things can happen out of control. We're not going to be out of control. We're going to control the thing them in the right order. But as the songwriter says, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm going to lose it. Here on the streets of YouTube, I'm telling you. And here also for my family over there on the Blue app, Meta, Facebook. When it comes to village lifestyle, village content, Marwa, the little village of called Nyahbohanse in East Africa, Kenya. That's what we do here.
Is everybody in the world blind?
And when it comes to content coming out of that village, no shortage. Every day is a new story. Guys, when you're watching those African movies, the Nollywood movies on Facebook and even during the pandemic, you remember them days there? Well, right now, this is real life. Real life, no story, no storytelling. And then, no fake storytelling. This is true, real-time village lifestyle.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
And don't talk about the characters. Jaja, numerous, too much to mention.
Yeah, there's no mercy in this world, just hunger thirsty persons in different versions, each new update that shit.
So in the meantime and between time, we are going over. We are going over to Kenya once again. We are going over to Nyahbohanse. You can look it up. For those of you who are new, you can look it up. Feel free to look it up and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yes.
Persons, why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor.
So today we will be featuring Gabbyverse and Bushman Dude.
Don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor.
So if you're asking who is Gabbyverse is from Ireland. She went to Nyahbohanse sometime in last year when I and Marwa had a 1-month party, hosting all the YouTubers in the surrounding Kenya and from even as far as Uganda. Yes. And Gabbyverse made her way to Nyahbohanse. Most people who went to Nyahbohanse in those times went in lieu of either meeting I and Marwa or to network, and also like YouTube networking, and also, networking, goes hand in hand with building your channels. But some people, there were a few romantic stories that came out of that party, and a lot of like enmity also that we've seen that's sprung up after that 1-month party. A lot of things went wrong, not from Ayamarwa's side, because he did what he did in, like, I would say, like a great gesture. It was a great gesture on his behalf towards the YouTubers, the up and coming YouTubers. Ayamarwa also felt a lot of heat for this thing because he also was blamed for giving freebies, meaning that he was giving away shout outs when other YouTubers were charging in the African diaspora.
I've got my own issues. I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you. Just go get your own tissue.
So some people was just taking it at a different level. But today we're not going to go on that level. We are going into one of the stories that came out of the party. And this story, as I mentioned before, today's story will be about Gabbyverse, not in depth, but some things that led up after the party, on the romantic side.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
So guys, listen. So after the party, today is like a storytelling. A storytelling version of the podcast. It is what it is. We have to come different. We have to be innovative. We have to bring something different to the table each time. It is what it is. After all, it's not your conventional podcast. Eh? Yeah. Yeah, so Gabbyverse went to Nyahbohanse. She's a hot mouth to it, I'm gonna tell you. And we've seen where she met and fell in love with the Bushman Dude. He's also a YouTuber himself. And I remember earlier on in this year, Marwa came under fire. Aya Marwa came under fire from Gabbyverse because he was basically trying his utmost best to explain to her, don't be so carefree in the village. Know what you're doing with your money. If you're spending your money here, just a friendly advice from a villager who knows the roots of the problems, But Gabbyverse told Aya Marwa off. I actually did a video. I reacted on that incident, and I am Marwa didn't even take it to heart, because this is just this guy is a person. What you see is what you get, and he don't really dig too deep about certain things, and because of that, he's taken advantage of a lot of times. So Gabbyverse told Ayamarwa off and actually demanded that he apologized, guys. Huh? After trying to explain to actually not explain to give her an insight as to what you might be playing with, which might be fire. Mama came out and said, "Yo, mind your own business." Remember, she's from Ireland, so she's a warrior. Mad mouth. Woke up picante. You understand? So she let Marwa had it. And she spoke some not so good things to like basically tell Marwa, go mind your own business. Yeah, man. These are the things that happened. But now we've seen where she built a house. She now settled with the Bushman dude, built a house, and I've seen some things happening in their relationship, which I was always wondering if Bushman dude says he's a mine, like he works in the mines, the gold mines, then you know if he was damaged at one point in time, he had an accident, and as per him, he came to the camera and said that he had an accident, which he made it appear as if he was working and had the accident. So I was saying to myself, boy, how is it that he had an accident on the workplace and when I hear him say nothing about no compensation? When I listened to Gabby verse in one of her rants, which I'm going to play here, which I heard on her channel and now I'm hearing in a secret recording on another person's channel, that this guy suffers from alcoholism. He ended up scaling a fence in his drunkenness. Boy, some things was said. Scaling a fence, fell and he broke his face. This section of the face. Yo, it not really easy. But tell us, Nyahbohanse no shorter stories, people.
Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Guys, Nyahbohanse is not short of stories. It not short of stories. I tell you no. So the dude got so drunk he fell and broke his face and some parts of his face, and he was supposed to do a surgery, which she later stated that he has not done any such thing. I'm gonna play I'm gonna play I'm just checking something here, guys. I want to bring up something on screen and let you guys watch. So this content creator went to Gabbyverse, the compound, right? And actually decided that he was going to record in secret. He went to speak to them, but Gabbyverse decided that she does not want to be recorded, and he convinced her that he's not recording, but sadly he was, and some things came out of Gabby's mouth, which after we watch, we will talk some more on it. Let me see if I could bring it up on screen, my people. Not sure if I can.
Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel here. It's your boy here, the really son of the soil. It's Ernest, the village boy, the really son of the soil. I'm back again in a new video again, my lovely subscribers. Thank you so much, thank you so much. Mzee wangu, babu, mbona umepotea njia, unaelekea wapi?
Naona nitafuta njia kidogo nipite.
Guys, do you know that man? Let me show you. I think you know him very well, guys. Wow.
All right, so
unapotea kwenda wapi mzee?
Sasa naona nita.
All right, guys. So you're hearing the sound, but it's not at it's not at the place where I want it to be. Not that place. Not that place. Not that place. Um, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to queue it up. So you see, in there's a trend in Nyahbohanse, right? That people are now afraid to even speak to one another based on the fact that they don't want to be
Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel
they don't
here.
want to be
It's your
recorded.
boy here, the really son of the soil. It's Ernest,
I'm not sure if it's
the
gonna bring
village
me.
boy, the really son of the soil. I'm back again with a new video.
Again, my lovely subscribers, thank you so much, thank you so much. Mzee wangu babu, mbona umepotea njia, unaelekea wapi?
Naona nitafuta njia kidogo nipite.
Guys, do you know that man? Let me show you. I think you know him very well, guys. Wow. Unapotea kwenda wapi mzee?
Sasa naona nitafuta njia hapa. Niingie hapa kidogo.
Shikamoo mzee.
Kumbe ni wewe.
Ni mimi.
So much greeting. So long lost one.
Okay, so I was trying to bring it to the section. I'm not sure what's going on. It's not going where I want it. Still gonna try again. These things have a way to misbehave. So just bear with me, guys. Yeah, things have a way to misbehave. I'm still trying. So basically, this guy went to let's see if I can. He went to Bushman Dude's home and Bushman Dude's and Gabbyverse's home to search them out, to look for them as per him, right? And unfortunately, Bushman Dude was not there. So what he did was pursue Gabbyverse after she requested by him that she don't want to be on camera. He persuaded her, he convinced her actually that she's not. While I'm talking to you guys, I'm trying to find this thing to put it in the right order. He told her she's not on camera, and he continued to record. Um, Fortunately, we got to hear some things, but unfortunately, trust is now broken, as I can see. Trust is now broken. Seriously, because if she asked for his channel, and she asked for his channel, and I know for sure that at some point she probably will go back and look at the channel just to verify. But anyway, it is what it is. Let me see again if I can bring this back. It's going back to
Hello,
the same. I don't know what's going on.
welcome back to my YouTube channel here. It's your boy here, the really son of the soil. It's Ernest,
Yeah, I don't want
the
to see that.
village boy, the really son of the soil. I'm back again with a new video.
I don't want to see that. I want to see the part. I have it queued up, but it's just one of those days when things will do what it wants to do. Anyway, my people, you get the drift what I'm trying to say. So this guy went to them. This guy went to a Gabbyverse and clearly recorded her. Clearly recorded her. Let me see if I can do it in here. Clearly recorded her saying some things where no sound good. No, it does not sound good. I mean, some people who were calling, like were calling Gabby friends, she actually called them out. She actually called them out. Hey, people. In the meantime and between time, let me see if I can find it. Let me just see if I can find it. That one didn't look good at sad. Okay, guys.
Mom, let me call you back. Call me back later. And anyway, I'll walk over to Masters and maybe talk about the stuff. It's too expensive. If you can tell me when we talk. Okay. No, everybody wants to know. I don't even know. what's going on? I just need to get away from Africa and from him because I just like alcoholism mainly and fakery mainly and not consideration for me. Just drinking all the time, every day while I clean. I'm Cinderella. You know Cinderella? Yeah, I don't like. It's not what the kind of relationship I signed up for with him. It's not how our relationship started.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot. So I need to leave.
Hold on. Stick a pin right there. I don't know that when you get into a relationship, you signed up for not cleaning. Girl, get your priorities straight. Women are expected to behave in a particular way, especially when it comes to African culture. If you're married into the man and the relationship, you have to married into the culture. So get your priorities straight. Don't say that you never signed up for this. You have to be cleaning like Cinderella. Girl, cut that part out. Period.
I'm not going to tell anybody that. You can stay because he lies. He's in denial. If he could go online and say, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm an alcoholic, I need help, and I've really hurt Gabby," but he lies. He's even like blaming it on something stupid like me checking his phone. We use each other's phone all the time. Yeah. He's a bullshitter. He's not being honest. But I hope you're not asking me these questions just to make a video about it.
No, Gabby. I came here because, we are neighbors. And then when I see all I listen some such things and I can't come even to check out you guys. Maybe
Yeah.
sometimes.
So I need some normality in my life because I get a lot of hatred in this village and it's pretty dangerous for me to be here.
Wow.
Probably just cool.
Well, on, because my thoughts are running away too much. Too much. Yeah. Number one, let me try to remember clearly. Too much hate in the village. He blames you for a lot of things. He lies a lot. Hold on. Too much hate in the village. He blames you for a lot of things. He lies a lot. Even say that you steal his phone whenever and you use each other's phones. What else? You need normality, guys. Some time ago, I heard a vlog, a reactor saying that look how you guys remember when Rocio complained a little bit about her wanting to be around her family. She also said that she wanted some like female energy because it's too much. She's dominated by the male energy being as she's in Marwa's house. You guys remember when these reactors came for Rocio saying, "Look at Bushman Dude, look at Gabbyverse and Bushman Dude. Oh, Gabbyverse adjusted quite nicely into the village lifestyle." Listen to me. In this video that this guy went and recorded, guys, Gabbyverse said some things in this video, even about Bushman Dude's family. I know this is going to bring a big while out because she's still staying at the house. She's still staying at the house. She also later said that her mother spend money, a lot of money in that house. We remember we heard people say, it's Bushman Dude's money that was building this house. This was what the reactors was saying. Let's listen in a little bit more. I don't want to. Sorry, guys.
I definitely did
It's too low.
The plan also was for me to leave and stay away for a few months because I didn't want to be in this village. Because we can both make money in Mombasa because I make natural skincare. Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. If you didn't hear that part clearly, she said she don't the plans her plans. She's talking about her plans. She don't want to be in the village because she makes skincare. I guess business wise, she wouldn't be able to make money in the village. Hold on, guys. Let me just get up, do something a little bit, and come back. Give me a quick second. All right, we're back in business. So she says she does not want to stay in the village. No, she prefers to be in Mombasa because she makes skincare products and how do you say this now? It wouldn't sell in the village. Work with me. I think I'm getting a little hot. The sun has come back out, so the place started to get warm. No, firstly, it was remember she started by saying that he lies. She started by saying that he drinks. She started by saying the village has a lot of hate, and no, it's she's diverting to her skincare product, and the village wouldn't have buyers for her product. In this case, I would want to advise Gabby to get your priorities straight. Get your priorities straight. It is either this or that. I'm not saying that there might not be many issues because we all have relationships. Don't think me sitting here looking all nice and dandy, talking all nice and dandy. Don't come with a bag of troubles. I do. We all do. Don't it? Because no one is perfect. So that was my disclaimer. Let me take off this thing here. So I'm getting really hot now. So, my people, the point to get across here is I think Gabbyverse needs to figure out either it is to identify what really is the what really are the root cause of this relationship not working out. She also went on further. I mean, I don't really want copyrights, but I will play if I have to play certain things. Like she went on further to say that her boyfriend's family hates her. And she says she hates them, and how she actually stopped what the brother from stealing the material that they are using. She confronted him from stealing the materials that they are using to build the house. Her boyfriend, both her boyfriend and her. And all the family are alcoholics. I remember I saw the mother when the road was being fixed by Trenchtown Boy, and the mom had blisters on her lips. Her feet was so swollen, which is Bushman Dude's mother, her mother, Gabbyverse's mother-in-law. The woman's feet was so swollen. I mean, I don't want to be a doctor, but sometimes these things, the blister and the swollen feet. And I was saying to myself, she actually looked drunk. She actually looked drunk, and I don't know if it was if she was like that way, or if it was like a mental thing, because you know the mental health come in different form, shape, and size. And I was saying to myself, this lady don't look sober at all. You know, it's not a joking thing, because I overheard a lot of other content creators would say that alcoholism in the village is a problem. Even my village, kids that I grew up with. And when I went back home, there was this story where this guy was crawling on his hands and knees, going up a staircase of somebody else's home just to get alcohol. And this is somebody who I grew with. And when I saw the guy in this deplorable condition, that gave me hope. Because when, sometimes you yourself will be going through things and thinking that you're the worst. And you see somebody else's problem, you say, damn it, I'm doing pretty fine. Because then, if he's doing that and still alive, what the heck is wrong with me? Get up and keep it moving. But anyway, that's not the story. The thing is, as I was mentioning before, Gabbyverse need to get our priorities straight. in order for even if that relationship is to work, because it is too many complaints. You cannot live in an environment where you're not mentally prepared or physically prepared to flex to suit the, because it's just like, you know, in order for you to get through a small space, you would have to bend and twist. You have to shape yourself, you know, in order wiggle, do some things to get into that space, because you're going over that section there and you want to get to that section. You understand? So you're not gonna be marrying to the man and not to the culture. It would make no sense to me. Like, to the people them who were saying that she's basically adjusted so nicely, it's because they don't watch her content, but I do. I've seen where she even confronted somebody from picking vegetables in her yard. You understand me? She's confronted villagers, but the thing is, okay, she's from Ireland. Well, you're not gonna mess around with your neighbor. What, in an African village settings, basically, why not your yard for your neighbor too? Because there's this thing. What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. And this is why so many people in the West, actually, when they look on even Marwa's situation and the people them that surround him, the reason how they behave so entitled is because it is a village thing. Even where I am from in Jamaica, most times if we have flowers, when I was younger and there was flowers or a lemongrass or whatever, they about to bust the gate. If the dogs them don't bark, we don't know that people in the yard. Bust the gate and come, hey, morning, picking a piece of your lemongrass, picking some soursop leaf. That is just the vibes. That is just the vibes. You understand? Anyway, my people. So as the conversation proceeded, Gabbyverse explained herself. She even spoke about Min Howie. I am Paris. I didn't know that Gabbyverse don't like Paris. I mean, she spoke of that with, thinking that she was not recorded. All these things were brought to the light. I mean, not everybody people can stand. You don't stand. Sometimes your spirit just don't mingle with certain people. Or coming out and telling another villager about. I mean, Paris is not a villager, but she's an African. That don't mean you can speak your mind. But the problem is here, Gabby, you are the stranger, and saying that you're hated, and it's a place where there is too much hate in the village, and it's not. It is. It's like she was saying. It's not safe for her to be around so much hate. You also are spewing hate in your conversations, because saying that you don't like Paris, what has Paris done to you? Maybe she did something to you that we don't know. But you yourself is a part of the problem, the part of the issue. Because if you go inside of a place and you isolate yourself in a way and you chase people away, I don't mean that they should come and take whatever they want and do whatever they please because. No, I'm saying that you yourself need to do some assessments, and standing there and speaking to a villager, which is basically like a brother to your husband, because as far as I'm concerned, a majority of those people in that village are related. So you don't even know who you're talking with. And it could be a brother of your husband or a distant cousin, distant relative of your husband. You understand? So you yourself, I would advise that you go away, and if you wish to come back, before you do come back, do some self-assessment. And even to go back into the normal world, as you claim that you would like some normalcy. You would like to be normal. I think you need to seriously do some self-assessment. A long time ago, when she just got to the village, I used to hear people saying that, oh, this lady behaves like she's crazy. She had this hippie vibes. Okay, those of you from the West know what I mean about hippie. I wouldn't get into describing what it is. She had this hippie vibes. I don't care. I don't give a what. And she'll tell you what it is without even blinking. Well, she still gives off that vibes, and maybe this is the root cause of our issues, because when sometimes you have to be able to, what's that word that I'm looking for, compromise a little bit, and to make a relationship work you have to compromise. Yo, many days me want to run away from you, so based on the mentality of even the surroundings, the da 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 da, many days, but I'm here because I am willing to compromise. I saw it go in our relationship, whether it is personal relationship, your fiance, your husband, your picnic them. It's just life and the people that surrounds you. You have to be willing to go the extra mile. And if you really go extra mile and even a mile and a half, and you say, "Oh God, this is taking the breath out of my body. Let me just back way and breathe." Yes, sometimes when you go the extra mile and a half and you see say nothing left inside of it, there's nothing left inside of it for you, then maybe you can, you know. Then again, on a serious note, like what I was saying before is serious, but then on a more serious note, sometimes there are situations where you see it will take the breath out of you too fast, too quick, and there's nothing in it, then you have to bow out gracefully. But in this case, both parties seems to have situations and issues that they're dealing with. We say demons that they're dealing with. And in order to go forward with anything, you have to do some serious self-assessment. But listen to me. This is a sitting right here. Me is an example. I've gone through 2 hurricanes, category 5. So many different schools for my kids, learning to adjust in a whole new situation. Mentally, physically, dealing with the death of my brother, dealing with a life-threatening surgery, life-saving surgery, losing all my hair and my head. Yo, listen to me, guys. I can testify to and it's still not over, but I'm holding on. It's still not over because life is not life in if it does not come with challenges and issues. I was talking to my sister the other day and I was telling her, listen to me, sometimes it gets so bad till I might hear voices in my bloody head. That's how crazy it gets sometimes in a real world. And to shut the noise off, you have to learn to tap into that inner self. So you guard that inner self with all that you have. So in a situation like with Gabbyverse right now, it might be in your best interest to run, you know, run to your closet, do some self-assessment to guard that inner self. Because after all, that will be all you have left. You know, they will tear the outer shell. They could mess up your head, but the inner self would be all you have left. So if you have to save, if you have to do a SOS right now, it's fine. It's fine. It's understandable. Because in relationships, you have to wheel and come again. Sometimes people separate for years, for weeks, for months, and then they reconcile, and it is better. Or sometimes it just not working out. It just doesn't work out. Let me just listen in a little bit more to what this guy was, what Gabby was saying to this guy, and then we will close.
Seen almost now 5 videos. Complicated.
My video?
No, 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 no.
His video?
Started to the first video when you were together making video. Then you do that thing. Exactly like that.
So like 6 months ago, can I see it in your satellites? Okay. 6 months ago, when I was walking home here from my friend's house early in the morning, and my phone was stolen, and I was assaulted. I punched the guy. Yeah, and he pulled my phone, and I pulled my phone. I punched him. He was bleeding. I kneed him in his dick. Like, I really hurt him because I know self-defense. So it scared me, but it didn't scare me like maybe a regular woman because who's never taken self-defense. Then as soon as the phone dropped, he took it and ran. And my YouTube channel was on that phone. So he destroyed. I was just about to be paid that week, and I was waiting for my PIN. And so also my skincare, I can't make natural skincare here. People can afford it in Mombasa, but not here. So we're struggling with money. Then his channel's not being paid, and I'm just tired of everything. I have no reason to be here.
You hear that, guys?
Yes.
When you guys started, well,
No, and I really love him, but I'm not gonna put up with shit. I have to love myself. If a man doesn't respect me and love me the way I want them to, I'm gone. I'm
Okay.
not a desperate woman. I can get any man. Plus, just being here is aging me. My mother said you need to leave. Like, you look terrible. You look so stressed. And she's right, I am. So.
It's true, it's true, it's true. If you're with somebody and they're not giving you the time of day, they're not treating you right. Because what sense would it make if you're with somebody and they would go away, leave you every day, every night, or they would have suspicious kind of behavior around you, disrespect you, call you all kind of things. I think there was a part in that video where she said that he told her that he wished she was gone, like DEAD, and wish she had cancer or whatever, some kind of evil wishing kind of nonsense, which she told him that it was uncalled for. In this case, I would say there was two sides to every story, right? We heard her side. He's not saying anything. He's done videos, but I don't know for later on, like, oh, she's come out clean. No, um, I don't know, but he's not saying anything much. But the fact that he's gotten to the point where he's wishing death upon her, wishing sickness upon her, it simply means that maybe he's been tormented, because it takes a lot sometimes for men to really reach this point. I'm telling you. And as women, sometimes we push the buttons a little bit too much. But listen, I'm not here to how would you say this? No, I'm not really here to condone Bushman Dude's behavior, and neither am I here to condone Gabbyverse's behavior. It's their relationship, and they should know the ins and outs. They should understand, because the one who is in the kitchen is the one who is feeling the heat. But I'm here just commenting on based on what is put out here on social media. And that's basically what I do on this channel. Now I'll go further. I'm not gonna make no assessment based on anything else other than the one that they put out here. You understand it? This is in her true words. Let's listen in a little bit more. Oh, before I go, she also said something about being in Mombasa. I mentioned that earlier. That the village, the skincare product would work out better for her in Mombasa. I'm telling you, based on the fact that she's been there before, well, that will be good for her. Assessing business wise, her assessment business wise, but also I'm sensing a little bit of influence here. Minhawi is also in. It might be like Minhawi has left for Mombasa, right? She was in the village. She's now left. Claude Joseph has now left. Based on the content that they're showing that they're in Mombasa. Based on the titles, one of them say that they're going to Mombasa to live for good. Even though we know that a lot of fakery up on the streets of YouTube, but it is what it is. I'm not here to say fake or not fake. I'm talking about whose title is fake or not fake. I'm talking about Gabbyverse's actions right now in that section, in that part. It seems to me like somehow indirectly, Minhawi, Gabbyverse has been influenced by Minhawi's action. Because remember, actually, those two guys, even though you may have heard Gabbyverse said a thing or two about Minhawi's pressuring her after Bushman Dude face got damaged while they were staying in the rented place by Minhawi, Airbnb in Nyahbohanse. Even though you heard her said the thing about Minhawi, we know that they are friends. Yeah. So at this point, I want to feel like she's feeling a bit left out. I'm feeling that Gabbyverse is feeling a bit left out. By staying in Nyahbohanse village alone. Now Minhawi's gone from the village after the mess. After creating chaos, she just bounds. Yup, because too much fire in the village. Now, I feel like Gabbyverse is feeling left out. So at this point, is either she goes back to Ireland, go back to America, or wherever she said she was living before, California or wherever. I think she said she has some kids in Cali. But she's about to leave. She's not saying where or when. It's okay. But I hope that she goes, into rehab. Those bites that are on her foot, I don't know what caused them. But her feet are looking terrible. She's lost a lot of weight also, and she's looking very aged. Honestly, do you guys remember when Rocio just came to the village and everybody was saying how she looked versus when she was in in Mexico and blah blah blah. We know that being in a different place can cause a lot of trauma mentally and physically. The diet, number one, clean water actually should be even number one, because even though you can go hungry, you can't drink dirty water because you will get sick. The mosquitoes, oh my God. So these things I know are key players in your mental and your physical health. It will deplete you. You want clean water, you want food, you want to be able to take showers, wash your hair, wash your hair, wash your hair. Nice, long, warm showers. This is no more because she's in the village. It's going to take a toll on her. The way washing your clothes with your hand, raw. It's going to take a toll on her. She did, I think, in the meantime, let me just slide this in. She did very good. She did very good because a lot of people would have just lose their mind completely. You see, we saw how Rocio was just losing it, especially when she tried to, speak to Marwan. He was just not listening, to when she was asking for like a safety in the home, and these kind of things are imperative to a woman's mental well-being. You understand what I'm saying? So saying all of that to some people, let us just listen some more.
She's right, I am. So this is better if I leave. It's just a shame because I put my blood and guts into this house. Like, even when we were building this house, he was drunk every day.
Wow.
But he kept promising me he's going to change. Never changes. He stops. Sometimes he stops for a few weeks and then he starts again. And he's a really nice person, but when he drinks and stuff, not just that, he's disrespectful, and I don't want to be disrespected. I don't want to be stressed. Life is too short. So, where do you live?
I live, do you know Cesar Smart up there?
Yes.
So,
I don't remember ever meeting you. Sorry, I wasn't being rude, but I just don't want to be on a video right now.
See how many times she requested not being on a video, and he lied and recorded her.
What people are saying, and then recently he's very secretive with his phone, so there could be something going on. And I've seen some things in his phone that I didn't really want to see, so I'm gone. I'm not an African woman. Like, I don't need to put up with that shit. There's a lot of women in this village that put up with shit because they have no other choice. I have another choice.
Wow.
I'll never. And I told him so many times until I'm blue in the face. And the lies, like, he even goes online and tells lies. Like, yesterday he wished me death and cancer. Yeah. And I said, Elijah, there's no need for that. I've never done anything to you in my life. Please don't ever say something like that. That's fucked up. And I'm going to have a bad memory of it. And I don't know whether he said it out of anger or not, but he was like, I just wish you would die. You're going to get cancer.
Wow.
What?
Sorry. So, if he's not around, maybe I can.
So guys, hey, so guys, you see what I'm talking about? Hey, this guy is losing his backers.
I'm not sure, but I need to, like, my flight is very soon, but I'll be staying here until it leaves. You know how much money my mother put into this house? And how much effort, my blood and time and guts. I came to this house for 6 months every day, managing the builders while he was drinking.
Wow.
And now I'm not even going to live in it. So it was a waste of my time. And he's not telling people the truth. And he says, I'm starting to think he's a psycho. His whole family are alcoholics. I can't stand his family, especially his brother. I never speak to his brother. He's the most evil guy I've ever met in my life. He used to steal our materials. One day I said to him, I used to keep silent, and then one day I said, hey, you, I don't care if you're his brother or not. We're building a house. You don't steal. First of all, you don't steal from anybody, especially not your brother. You teach yourself some morals. I hate it.
I said that all the while. No morals.
People.
It's a village vibes, yeah?
They said come and check up you people, how you're doing, if you're okay.
We're not okay.
Okay in terms of
Okay. So let me not let me see something here.
Staying at Revive and
Listen to
he
this.
hit the fence and almost died. He broke his face. He never has looked the same. And the doctor told him he needed surgery and he refused it. He's got a broken face. His orbital bone is broken.
wow, I'm so him doing some. That's it.
And that night I was covered in blood. You know, all those people like Paris, I couldn't stand her. They were all there and nobody came to help me. And I was screaming and crying. I lifted him myself because he was passed out. I thought he was dead. And there was blood everywhere. Then I had to deal with people like Minhawi saying, no, you're lying. He's a drunk. Somebody beat him up. And I said, look at the blood. There's even a piece of his skin from where he fell.
From the get.
Yeah, for you to sit here and call me a liar when I'm going through this stress. And she was stressing me at the hospital. Why is my house full of blood? And I said, I just told you, please. I don't even know if he's going to survive. He's getting a CAT scan. I said, I'll clean everything. You know how many situations he's put me in with his drunkenness?
Okay,
I
so
don't do anything ever.
so I think that's enough. So, people, this girl has been to hell and back in this relationship. So you heard for yourself from the horse's mouth all of what she just said. I hope you heard clearly. For those of you who understood who those names are, I know you understand, you know, what it was that she felt to bring her to this type of conversation. I guess she felt alone in the moment because there was no support for her. What she basically said, she was screaming and crying and nobody came out to help her. Instead, she was being accused by Minhawi that he's a drunk. So maybe he was beat up by somebody. They didn't believe that he fell over the wall. They didn't believe. So they left him. And even when she was at the hospital with him, she was being pressured by Minhawi about why is her Airbnb covered in BLOOD. So, my people, in a nutshell, my summary in this story that I covered today of Gabbyverse and Bushman Dude out of Nyahbohanse, Africa, Kenya, Africa, is being somebody from Gabbyverse is from the more developed parts of the world versus Bushman Dude, who is, you know, a tribesman from rural Kenya. It's like, it's not, and the sad part about it, they were recently featured on, what's this channel? A big channel that covers the African diaspora. That channel, I can't remember the name of the channel, and they were being interviewed, featured by this channel, their relationship. And it's so sad to see after this documentary that they're now, I mean, they're human. But let me just get back to the summary and cut it real short and bones. Being that she's from a more developed side of the world and meeting this tribesman who is already, you know, set, his ways are already set in stone and is seemingly maybe unwilling to change for most parts, or is struggling with the changes that he would have to accept, because as she was saying, there is nothing in Nyahbohanse village for her. She does not see the point in being there. Maybe he's struggling with these things. Maybe he was already struggling with the alcoholism, because it is a saying that it is one of the biggest issues in Nyahbohanse and in most settings. Let me tell you this, guys. Many Caribbean countries have these issues. Like I said to you, in my village, even where I'm from, in Jamaica. No, there are people who were kids when I even left there. They are now drunkards. Hmm. They drink for fun, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's not a social event anymore. It is a every breathing minute. And these people who struggle with life is always the ones who struggle the most. Where the hell do they get these monies to buy these things, these drinks? It's the ones who does not have it. The poverty-stricken ones are the ones who will embrace this kind of lifestyle. Is it to eliminate stress? Is it to make these things vanish? Well, it's never going to. It's only adding to it. And in the meantime, it depletes you. It is depleting your life and everybody who is around you. See, I think this girl was willing to make it work. Gabbyverse was willing to make it work. But the fact that this guy is not letting go off of, and he's not seeking counseling. He's not stopping the drinking. She has to go. So I said earlier also that she needs some soul searching to do because we've only heard her side of the story so far. You understand? It could be a generational thing for the guy because she's saying that the entire family drinks, as well as it could be a self issue, something that is bothering him. Sometimes they just need to leave the environment. And then again, and sometimes the trouble just follow them anywhere they go. Anyway, guys, that will gonna have to do it for us here on the podcast. It's been a long one. I've never done a lengthy one, such a lengthy one for a long time. Guys, listen, like I'm lost for words. Like just thinking back at the story that I just covered, I'm lost for words because I was rooting for them. You know, it was a unique story. I think that guy is a Maasai. He's a Maasai. Yes, he's a Maasai. The Bushman Dude is a Maasai. So being a Maasai, you know, she adjusted nicely. I mean, he's still in. I don't know. It's complex. I'm not gonna go back there. But guys, thank you for listening. If you if and watching, if you reach this far, I said listening because sometimes I'm cooking and I'm listening to a video or somebody else's content instead of watching it physically. If I'm doing things around the house, so thank you guys if you've made it this far for kicking it with me here, either on the Blue app or on YouTube on the channel. Big up on yourself. Again, once again, I say thank you guys for being here every time on a show up and view, every time on a show up and like. It helps me to, it pushes me a notch higher and it keeps me coming back to do what I do. Thank you guys once again for being here on the Real Tingz Podcast. See you again. And on the Blue app, see you again soon. Blessings.